Here's 5.1, problem number 1 on part 2. So this one is actually 3 equations with 3 unknowns. So the employees from maintenance go to coffee together every day at 9 a.m. Monday, Hector paid $4.85 for 3 cartons of milk, 2 cups of coffee, and 7 donuts. So that's our first equation there. So we know $4.85 is going to equal 3 cartons of milk plus 2 cups of coffee plus 7 donuts. And then second equation, Guillermo paid $6.80 for 4 cups of milk plus 5 coffees plus 8 donuts. And then on Wednesday, Anna was $5.30 is going to be 2 milks plus 5 coffees plus 6 donuts. So we're trying to figure out all of these variables, M, C, and D, what their values are. So we're going to attack 2 equations at a time and try to eliminate a variable. So if I were to choose, I'm going to choose these 2. And all I need to do now, if I want to eliminate a variable, I'm going to multiply this one by -2. So I have $6.80. This one remains unchanged. But now the bottom one becomes a -10.6, a -4. So that allows me to add and then eliminate. So my M is going to be eliminated. Minus 10C minus 12D. And you can choose any variable you want to eliminate. I chose M, but you could have multiplied to eliminate C or D. So we add to eliminate. So this would be a -3.8 equals, now my M's go to 0. So this is just a -5C minus 4D. So now we have one equation with just 2 unknowns. So let's tackle another set to eliminate M from the other set. So if I were to look at these 2 and I want to eliminate, well, these ones are not easy multiples of each other, but I know I want to eliminate M. And so an easy factor of each of these, or an easy multiple of each of these, is 12. So the 4.85, I'm going to multiply this one by 4. And then the 6.8, I'm going to multiply this one by a -3. So I get opposite signs on my M's, and it's going to be a positive 12M and a negative 12M. So when I do this multiplication, the top equation becomes 19.4 equals now 12M plus 8E or 8C plus 28D. My bottom, my 680 equation becomes now multiplying by -3. So this is -20.4 equals now that -12M. So I have my opposites, minus 15C minus 24D. I'm going to add to eliminate. This is just a -1. The M's are eliminated. -7C plus 4D. So now I have 2 equations in forms of C and D. So my M is eliminated. So now let's take these 2 equations and work with these. So I have a -3.8 equals 5C minus 4D. And then I have -1 equals a -7C plus 4D. So now 2 equations with 2 unknowns. This one works out nice because 4D and -4D are already opposites. So I'm going to add to eliminate. And so this becomes a -4.8 equals now a -12C. My D's are eliminated. So then I can say C is going to be equal to 0.4. So now I have one variable already solved for. C is 0.4. So now let's go back. I can go into any equation and solve. Well, let's take a look at, if I look at this equation, and I know that C is 0.4, so this becomes a -3.8 is going to be equal to -5 times 0.4. minus 4D. If I solve this, if I add negative 5 times 0.4 and add that to a negative 3.8, I end up with 0.45 is equal to D. I add them and then divide by that negative 4. So now I have C, I have D. Last step is to figure out what M is. So I can choose any equation. Again, I'm going to pick one that has all three variables in it. I'll just choose the bottom one here, this 5.3. So 5.3 is equal to 2 times M. I don't know what M is. Plus 5 times my C, 0.4. Plus 6 times my D that I found, 0.5. Or I'm sorry, 0.45. Solve this, I end up with 0.3 is equal to M. So final answer, set up here A, B, and C. A is how much for milk, B is for coffee, C is for donuts. I know that my milk is going to be 0.3. I know my coffee is 0.4, and my donut is 0.45. Okay, if you have any questions, feel free to give me an email, and we can walk through this a little bit more.